Hello, hello. Thank you for coming and joining my channel. My name is Jennifer and this is Jen the Bookworm. If you've never been here before, I hope you enjoy what you're going to watch, and if you are a returner, I appreciate you very much. So today I was going to do a little bit of a check-in. Back sometime in 2022, I'll post the video up here somewhere. I made a list of goals that I wanted to achieve in 2023. Now, I intended to, in the first quarter of the year, post a video saying, how am I doing? But the first quarter of the year was busy. So we are almost halfway through the year. I'm doing it now. It is what it is. So I had some reading goals, some booktube goals, and a couple of personal goals that I was hoping to achieve in 2023. And here is a quick update as to how I'm doing. So for my reading goals, I want to read, I think I said I wanted to read 60 books in a year. Now, currently, I have read 27 books. And I think I cheated. I think that's 26 books, and I'm currently reading the 27th book right now. But when I put this down, I think I thought I was going to be done with that book, and I'm not yet. So 26 books out of 60 so far. I said I was going to read more Stephen King. I haven't read any Stephen King, but I have said, like, I think 100 times, oh, I want to read that. Oh, I want to read that. I'll get to him. Brandon Sanderson, yes, I have read more Brandon Sanderson. I am almost finished with Mistborn Era 1, and I love Mistborn Era 1 so far. I'm almost done with it. I'm about halfway through the third book, and wow, it's blowing my mind. So yes, I've gotten to more Brandon Sanderson. I still want to get to more Brandon Sanderson. I'd like to read Trust in the Emerald Sea. I've heard such good things about it. I kind of want to read the Frugal Wizard one too, but I've heard less good things about it, so maybe I might hold off on that one. But there are still some Brandon Sanderson books out there that I've been meaning to get to or wanting to get to, and so still working on that one. Caught up on Dresden. Not yet. But this month in May, I'm mood reading, and so I have plans to, so I very well might get to more Dresden even this month. So we'll see. I'd like to get caught up on it, and I don't think I'm very many books away from being caught up. I think I've done up to book 10, I want to say. I don't know how many books there are altogether, 13, 14, something like that. Anyway, I don't think I'm very far away from the end, so I'd like to get there. So I also posted a video that was entitled 2023 TBR. I'll put that up there too if I can find it and think about it. I listed a bunch of books that I wanted to make sure I did read in 2023. Just kind of giving myself a place to go to if I got confused in the sea of books out there is to read. So far, I have read the A Song of Ice and Fire series, minus the last one. I'm still going to read the last one, but I'm waiting for the readathon that is happening right now. Not readathon, excuse me, read along. The big group of people who are reading along, I'm waiting for them to get done with the last book so that we can all read the next book together, because I kind of read ahead. And the next thing I said I wanted to read was the First Law trilogy. I have read all 3 of them. It was so good. First Law trilogy by Joe Abercrombie. If you get a chance to read it, if you haven't read it, you should read it. It's so good. So good. And at first you think, where's the plot in this? But it's coming, and it's excellent. The characters are excellent. Almost every character is excellent. And I like all the characters, but some are more excellent than others. Let's see, I said I wanted to read It by Stephen King, but I did that already and back in 2022. After I made this list, I cheated and I jumped ahead. So, done. Did that. and Mistborn Era 1. So like I said, I'm halfway through the third book, so I will complete that in a couple of days. So call it done. So those are the books that I have read that were on my 2023 TBR. Done and dusted with, just a little bit more of Mistborn Era 1 to read. So I had some booktube goals also that I had projected or said that I wanted to achieve. So I had said I wanted to have 200 subs by the end of 2023. I have about 85 subs now. It's not a complaint, but I don't think I'm going to get to 200. I have a little more work to do on the channel, I think. I think that I put up too many videos that are, this is what I'm going to read, and this is what I've read, and not as many videos of what people want to see. So I'm kind of growing very slowly. No, nothing wrong with that. Just the way it is. I don't think I'm going to get to 200, but I am trying to do a push to 100. So if you haven't subbed, there's a button down there. Click it. It doesn't cost you anything. Helps me out quite a lot. And I will appreciate you greatly. I will appreciate you every video I do. So if you haven't subbed, please do. So I'm still working on that goal. I said that I was going to do 2 videos a week. Now, when I said I was going to do 2 videos a week, I was doing almost 2 videos a week. I was doing a video and a half a week on average, I sort of slowed down just a little bit. The readathon that I was in April, I was just so busy reading. I wasn't busy making videos. I'm still hoping to get to 2 videos a week that are more reliable. So I'm still working on that one. Collaborate with others. Kind of. I have not necessarily shown up on a lot of people's channels yet or anything, but I have some things in the works. But I have collaborated in the sense that I've done some readathons and I've done some read-alongs with people. I feel like I'm getting connected a little bit more and like I'm making more friends, and which was really the big thing I wanted to do in this channel in the first place, was to make friends. So I feel like I'm doing that. I'm pretty frequently seen on a couple of Discords, and I feel like, there are people out there who know who I am, and that's okay. I have gotten on to Tori from Tori Talks videos. We were doing reading sprints, and I got on with her that way. And I think I did reading sprints with somebody else, and I got onto their, I got on screen with them doing that. So I have done a little bit of that, and I'm hoping to do more. I'm open for doing more reading sprints. I'm open for doing any kind of chatting live videos that anyone wants to do. I'm happy to collaborate in any way. But I feel like I've done the most important part, which is making friends. And so I'm happy about that. I even, in the process of making booktube friends, have made some writing friends, starting to get together and do writing sprints and stuff like that, because some of us booktubers like to write as well. So that's great. So I'm enjoying that. Personal goals. So I did say that I wanted to get my writing back on track, and I feel like I did successfully get back on track with writing. I did Camp NaNoWriMo in April, and I achieved a little more than 50,000 words. I didn't quite achieve the 60,000 that I thought I was going to get to, but I got pretty close. And all I needed was 50,000, so I got where I needed to win that. So that's good, and I feel like it helped kind of knock some of the cobwebs off of the writing skills. And I feel like I can write more. I feel good about writing. So I had a goal for getting out of the house occasionally. I am getting out of the house occasionally, but it's occasionally. I have more goals. Now that the weather is turning nice and the Daystar is threatening to kill me as soon as I walk out the door, I hope to get out more. I bought myself a neck fan. If you have not seen a neck fan, you should Google that or go on Amazon, look up neck fan, and just put it around your neck, and it blows cold air. It's going to be so nice. Going to the park, take my little monster to the park, and then sit there with air conditioning on me. That'll feel nice. Anyway, I still plan on getting out more, being more active, especially because we're on the cusp of starting homeschooling. And I promised my little girl that homeschooling wasn't going to be like COVID distance learning where we were at the dining room table 24/7. So getting out there, still working on that. Still doing it. Am doing it a little. Gonna do it more. I had a goal about spending my time more mindfully. I just spent an hour on YouTube Shorts, so I don't think I'm succeeding there. We're still working on that. It's a work in progress. It's not there yet, though. I'm still wasting time at alarming rates. I don't have that time to waste, but doing it anyway. Working on that. So my last goal I had was increasing my daughter's love of reading. This is going to be a lifelong goal, I think. She reads and she likes to read. She doesn't love to read, but she does it. She does it. I don't even have to remind her sometimes. Most times she comes home from school, and the act of coming home from school cues her to the next thing is to read. And so she does that pretty well, and I don't have to talk her into it. I never have to argue with her about it. She goes and she does fine. But she sort of, if I gave her the choice between that or playing video games, she'd play video games. But it is what it is. Because of homeschooling, we're going to amp up the reading a little bit more than we have been. And so we're going to see how that works. I did recently write her a, what was supposed to be a short story, but turned into a small novel, novella. But I wrote her a kind of middle grade horror, and she seems to really love that. And she said I was an S-tier writer, and if she said it, it must be true. So I bask in the glory of achieving the most important accolade a writer can get, the approval of their kid. So she seems to really like that short story, and that seems to have made her like to read more. So maybe I'll write her some more stories, and it'll be a win-win for both of us. I'll be writing, she'll be reading. She's read about 3 books, and she's almost done with this story that I wrote for her. That's not a lot for a year, but we're gonna amp that up quite a bit because 6th grade, it's all about reading books and book reports and things like that happen in the 6th grade, so she'll have that too, and hopefully she'll find some books that she loves in that. So that was my update. These are the things I've achieved so far. I said I wanted to do a readathon, and I have done 2 now. I said I wanted to do more buddy reads and read-alongs, and I'm doing those too. I said I wanted to read 60 books this year, and I'm on track for being able to do that. So I'm doing well there, and we're going to work on that whole YouTube short issue. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that you got something from it, and if you set yourself some 2023 goals and you've achieved them, let me know. And if you set some 2023 goals and you haven't achieved them yet, let me know. I mean, I have not achieved all of mine, so you are not alone. And if nothing else, hopefully this video has made you feel better about the progress that you've made. So I hope that you have yourself a great rest of your day.